used to use a lot of, oh, now we're live. Anyway, I like paint.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. I'm a fan. I like that I like gold laced within purple.
Yeah,
It's what
beautiful.
makes for me it kind of well, I mean it is a complementary color, right? So
Yeah,
for me when I see it, it's like, oh, I can appreciate the purple more now that it has some gold in there. Maybe
gold.
it's the royalty thing. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, deeply ingrained in us, the royalty thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
is a regal color combination, and
Yeah.
not all royalty is bad.
That's right. That's right. We are our own royalty anyways. So,
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. So I don't know how long I'll stay. I've got someone. I have a bicycle that I'm donating to a family, and they're going to stop in at some point to pick
Oh,
up a bike that I had for a couple of years, like a Norco. That now I have a different bike, but it's kind of a classic bike. As for the young girl had her bicycle stolen. She's a teenager, so I'm giving her this one. Hopefully they'll
nice.
turn up. So I'm just
Nice.
wanting to see what's happening. I'm the only one here so far.
So far. And it's
What?
11:11.
Oh.
Let's get going.
Oh, here they come. Oh no, that's you. Okay.
Yep, this is me. All right. So, first thing, let's go ahead. I'm gonna open up the open up this chart here. And let me just see here. I think if I've got yeah, here we go. Open. All right. So here we are, Cardano. So for those of you who've been keeping in touch with us on the Telegram channel, you probably saw me post this a little while ago, a couple days ago. I'm going to zoom out here so you can see the big picture. Sometimes people get caught up in what does it look like right now? And sure enough, it looks like it's going down, but at the same time, on the daily chart, this here, where's my, oh, my mouse is not painting here. Hang on a second. There we go. So this, oh, it's not painting. Still, it's not painting online. That's because I got my screen sharing all different. So this line here is the support line that we've been seeing on the daily chart. And just like clockwork, we came down, tested this trend line, and now we're started to head up. So this is on the daily chart. Tomorrow will tell the tale whether or not this is providing support. I hope it is. If it isn't, then tomorrow we'll likely see some more price action coming down to test this level here on the 58-cent level on Cardano. The next asset that we're going to look at is Doge. Another good one. Interesting that all of the hype that was given to Doge, especially over the last few years, in even the Department of Government Efficiency that Elon has headed up, it was said that the Doge token, would be used to bring some governance to the Department of Government Efficiency. Alas, yesterday, I think it was, the official announcement was it wouldn't be used for the Department of Justice. That didn't seem to affect the price action too much. As we can see, it has a similar bounce that we saw with ADA, bouncing up from this support line here. This is an old support line from back here. You can see where it provided some resistance. And so, yeah, we might come back to test this level, 14 cents. No matter what, though, I'm ready. If it does go up, we'll be looking for a new high, likely to beat out this high here, the 22-cent mark. Otherwise, we're probably going to be continuing to consolidate or maybe even testing a lower level. Next, we've got Injective token. Injective is still on a downward trend, but similar to all of the other assets, we've seen now a bounce off of a support level. And again, tomorrow will definitely tell us more. One thing that I would like to bring up while this is here, I'm going to bring up a second screen. And this screen here on the bottom side, I'm going to put the total market cap for all of the cryptocurrencies except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And with that here, we'll see the comparison between these two assets. The downtrend has been fairly significant with Injective token, and even for the other ones, over the last, let's say last month, 2 months. Oh, actually, you know what? This is December. This is December 7th. And it's been dropping. In fact, it's down 72% from that location. That's not even an all-time high. But that there is indicative of a great opportunity to buy. At the same time, we can see that within all of crypto, outside also all of the altcoins, we actually have more strength. In fact, the amount that we've gone down is only 31% in market cap. And so that just simply means that there's been a lot more here than within the altcoin space. And so this drop here tells us that it's undervalued because Injective token is going to become a staple, I believe, within the altcoin season that's approaching because of its commitment for interoperability. They want to make sure that there is no such thing as the best coin. What they want is for everybody to use the coin that is best for them as an individual, but have no borders in the transactions that occur with people in other ecosystems or in other blockchain, in other coins. So seeing how much it's dropped versus how much all of the altcoins have dropped, I like it. I'm encouraged by this. And we can see that this support from back in March of 2024 is still present. Whereas the price action on Injective token, let's zoom out again, the price action on Injective token, that was its high at that time. As we can see, just move it over so you guys can see the correlation here. So this high here coincided with a high, an all-time high in altcoins. And the drop that we've had, this has not, the two, well, you can see the difference between these prices. I'm not going to have to explain it out too much. Right now, Injective token is at a low, but all of the altcoins are at a beautiful support that used to be an all-time high throughout 2024. And going into December, of course, it created a new high, and it's been retracing since, but not going below that old 2024 high. So that's so far a good indication that we are at a bottom right now with Injective token. This the last time the price was at this level was back in July of 2023. Very, very powerful. Algorand also experiencing some lows. We can see though, I'm going to go ahead and bring this back up. Experiencing some lows. However, we can see the potential for growth right now is incredible. Back in November of 2021 was a great, obviously it was a big run for all of crypto. And that's when it experienced its peak just shy of $3. Yeah. Is that right? Just shy of $3. Am I not mistaken there? Let's see here. It's not showing me the... Yeah, oh, it did. It did hit $3 even, as you can see in the digits there under H. If you're paying attention, if you're familiar with where to read that, that's right here where the mouse is. When I mouse over top, it shows me the high is $3. So it touched $3. Right now at 19 cents, When this comes back, the type of growth that one can expect to see would be 1,600%. So great spot right now for those who are in Algorand. Definitely buy some more. Under this is under the mantra DAO. We can see steady growth throughout. This is a shorter term project, only starting shortly after the 2021 run for crypto, and it has been steadily rising ever since. That from a technical analysis perspective, this is looking to go up to the next. This trend will likely continue, and we'll see another extension, probably headed up towards. Let's go see here with the Fibonacci retracement tool. We can see, yep, it's come down and resting now, finding support at the 50% level, likely to extend the next pulse going up to $12.90, which from here, that would be a nice double. I think it is. Yep, 108% rise. That's for mantra. For optimism, this one here is definitely coming down. Some people would look at this chart and not be very optimistic about it. But if we zoom out, we can see that we've got ourselves a good foundation. The fact that we're coming back to levels that were throughout 2022 when things were really dark for cryptos, the fact that we're back down to this level here and we're not falling off the face of the earth with price action is a good indication that we found ourselves some support. We might come down and test out this area here, which would be down to the 61 cent level. Right now sitting at 76 cents. That'd be a nice dip for an extra buy. However, it's not wrong to get it right now, because still that growth coming back to the all-time high of just shy of $4.90 would give you a 500% return. Now, before I go up into some of the other utility coins, I want to come back down to the US 30 for a second. Last week when we were talking about this economy, we were saying like this low is indicative of a recession. We see this M pattern showing up where we were rising and rising and rising. We came down and tested this level, came back up, but we could not meet the previous highs. And as a result, the next low went considerably lower. Well, there's been a high, but now for the last few days, we've been seeing it come back down again. And so we'll see whether or not we're able to maintain this level over the next few days. Hopefully we are, and we can see more of a rise. The reason we want this is because we do want the economy to continue to grow in number, only because that gives people the impression that everything's okay. As long as everybody thinks everything's okay, yeah, we can continue to see the similar types of movements within crypto. Now, if it were to drop down, I believe that it would necessitate an emergency. Of course, I've been saying this for a while, but this emergency, I believe, in the timing that we are with this great reset in season 3 and all that sort of thing, I believe that necessity, the crisis will necessitate a war. That's been the pattern for America for over 100 years. Whenever things get tight economically, if they can just go to war, especially if they can convince the people that there is a terrible enemy that is going to jeopardize their pursuit of happiness, then of course the money will come. And so that's what I think would happen if the price goes down considerably if it goes down too much, especially if it retests like 38,000, which would be another big dip. It would be another drop of 7%, which has been what we've already experienced, the 9% drop from that all-time high. If it drops down, another 9%, even that wouldn't be outside of this support here. So, if it goes down that far, I believe that we'll see Trump call for a war, and that would definitely allow them to rebuild from the highs that they were creating back in April 2024. Now, that being said, let us also take into consideration that gold is continuing to create new highs. This is not normal. I mean, yeah, gold makes highs, sure, And price action can make highs, sure, but normally speaking, when we see the US 30 rising as much as it did, or the US economy, the strength of that dollar, rising as it has, typically speaking, we see gold starting to drop, where people are putting more faith into the fiat currency than the precious metals. But as we can see that is continuing to rise, and it's probably because a lot of nations are repatriatizing their gold and increasing their holdings, which is going to reduce the amount of supply available for everyone else. So that drives the price up. However, I'm going to open up silver, and sure enough, if you take a look at how silver is priced, it is still just a little bit over 1% of the price of gold. And that is heavily suppressed. You know, even the all-time high for this asset, if I remember correctly, that's like in the 50s. Yeah, we've got an all-time high right here of 49, 47 point, no, that's not it. $48.15. So just shy of 48.15. Yeah, so that's just shy of the of $50. Well, even that would not be something that, yeah, even that price wouldn't even be reflective of its true value when compared to gold, because silver is supposed to be about 1/10 to about 1/8 the price of gold, somewhere in there. And of course, with gold skyrocketing the way that it is, silver isn't meeting it. In fact, silver's having a difficult time rising in price. Gold, without that problem in gold, that tells me that there's a lot of manipulation happening within silver still. And that manipulation will not be able to continue much longer, especially with the amount of movements that we are seeing, multiple movements for people to crash the doors, so to speak, and buy as much silver as they possibly can at these nice low prices. Can you imagine if silver rises to $300, where it corrects itself and actually values itself in proper proportion to what gold is? That would definitely help a lot of people out. So, I talk about cryptos, but I'm also a very, very huge proponent for people to diversify into precious metals, because I believe we're going to see a correction in price there. That's that. Now let's go back into some of these altcoins, some of these utility coins. Here's Fetch at a beautiful low right now, sitting at 47 cents. Definitely looking forward to this growth here. It's 627% coming back to the all-time high. Definitely buy here and sell there. Might not sell at all, maybe only sell half and come back in when it retests likely this area here. When it comes back up, it'll likely come back to test this area. So you could potentially see a lot of growth by riding this up to the top, selling, and then repositioning yourself when it comes back down. Now, if it's able to drop, another 40% or so, you can increase the holdings of your entire bag, and that growth, it could take you up to $5, $10 when you double it one more time. So imagine going up to here, 600%, and then doubling it afterwards. That's pretty good. 1,200% growth. Polygon is now at all-time lows on, especially with Coinbase. Anyways, it was here prior. It just wasn't listed on Coinbase. But this here is a great sign that we've got tons of room to grow. From where we are right now to that all-time high is a 1,300% increase. And again, I would take it from where we are right now. I would ride it all the way to the top and sell, and then reposition myself for when it comes back to retrace, likely at these levels here. So my trade plan on this would be buy now, sell there to all the greedy people, and then buy back from them when the price drops back down and they get all nervous. and they start selling, that's when you can start buying. Desync. Similarly, it is, this is the weekly chart. That's why we're seeing such small amounts of price action. On the daily chart here, we can see some great lows were achieved here. We haven't gone to the all-time low, but being at these lows is fantastic. Now, I purchased back in June of 2024, and we can see that that area there, yep, that area there is just a short little bit higher, lower, or a little bit higher than where we are right now. I'm only down about 25% on my Destra holdings. This rush here where we had this beautiful growth. I was thinking about selling when we were up here, but at the same time, I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to just play this out without stress, without trying to time the highs and the lows. And I'm quite confident that from this place here, this asset will likely 25x over the next 6 to 12 months or so. So I'm in a good position, really liking it. 0 by 0, similar type of price action as Destra. Right now, hanging out at lows that were not seen since, this was August here when it was this low. I am down from my position from June, a little bit further than I am in Destra, down 56%. But again, I'm not phased by that at all. I still expect 0 by 0 to have similar price action as Destra. Under PAL, here we have some lows that were experienced just in March 11th. Since that time, we've been coming back up again, looking like we found some support below this. This found some support around that 10-cent mark. And so zooming in, we can see that we'd need to see a couple more days of price action, and I would like to see us get above this high here. That would be the indication for me that now it's definitely go time. Under WorldCoin, similar type of price action, lots of room for growth, and definitely at 80 cents right now, very undervalued, considering that at the $11 mark in March of 2024, that would have been quite the growth, eh? So coming back down to this level here, that is a good sign. It's a good time to buy. Neura. This is Neural AI, not to be confused with Neuralink. It is quickly bouncing off of that same support. And over the last couple of days, we've been seeing a lot of money pouring into cryptos. And so that's why we're seeing a very similar pattern throughout all of the crypto ecosystem right now. A lot of green numbers. Beam also at very, very extensive, like all-time lows right now. Fantastic time to buy. Very, very prominent within the ecosystem. It's a larger cap coin as well, and so we can expect when this thing does take off, it will take off quickly. Coming back to the all-time highs is a 492% growth from where we are right now. Far, one of my favorite gaming coins right now. I bought this again back in June, and so I'm down considerable amounts, 90% from where I purchased. Not to be discouraged by that. In fact, I'm going to be buying probably the same amount that I bought then. I'm going to be buying that same dollar amount here, which will increase my holdings by what's that, like 10 times, almost 9 times. So I will hold 9 times more far than when I did in June, allowing me to experience a 6,000% growth when we come back to the all-time highs from early 2024. Superverse gaming ecosystem also down from its highs, and for me, I know that I got this probably around October, and so I'm down 42% right now on Superverse. But this powerful, powerful support line right here, you can see that throughout 2023 and even into, even 2022, most of 2022 and 2023, there was very little action. Coming up sharply and finding a lot of volume at this level, that's creating this support. And so what we're seeing now is likely a great amount of accumulation happening at the moment, where a lot of people who bought here are like, oof, my goodness, it is another good opportunity to buy some more. we might see come down. We might see another low coming down to 25 cents, 26 cents. And if it does that, oof, that'd be even a better buy. But even now, coming back to an all-time high. Oh no, all-time high is over here. All-time high right now is 780% up from where we are right now. Clearpool, good old RWA asset. Let's reset this so you can see the whole thing. It's a newer project, having only started, or rather having only been listed in August. Going up, went up 500% in the short period of time at the peak of December, and then since that time it's been declining, now down 79% from all-time highs. Anticipating the same type of price action as we're seeing in the other coins. We need to get above this one, but then again, one more confirmation to know that we're in a bullish run. We'd want to see it get above the 21 cent level right here. Until that time, it's definitely time to buy. It's even, honestly, if this one here, I believe that if it's under $1, it's still on sale, because real world assets are going to be a big push. They're going to be a massive push, and I believe that they are not going to experience the same pop of a bubble as AI will. NPC, one of the meme coins that we have in our holdings, this is definitely back at the previous, I bought this back in June, so I'm only down about 20% right now on this asset. Looking forward, we've created a nice high here with a support from these levels back in May of 2024. If we can get another high created, possibly testing the 18 cent or the 1.8 cent level, that would be fantastic. And it would allow for it gives access to a 458% return coming back to the all-time highs. Again, this asset here is likely undervalued considering how many people have been coming in over the last little while. There's a lot of expectation for the meme culture to take a lead here over the next couple of months. Same thing with SPX 6900, which is another meme coin within the crypto ecosystem that is taking on it's actually taking on the S&P 500. They have a very strong case to have the S&P 500 basically thrown out the window. I mean, it's reflective of the 500 top companies within America, but worldwide, this blockchain is by far a larger measure, a more accurate measure of where the world is going right now economically. And I believe that by having this index reflective of the value of what goes on within this digital ecosystem, where the metaverses are being built, that would give us a lot more, a more accurate reflection, or more accurate thermostat, shall we say, on the state of the markets. So great meme coin, great community. The culture is definitely a cult in the sense that people are diehard fans, because we all know that old monetary system needs to be shaken out. Get rid of all the trash and garbage that has been occurring over the last greater part of 130 years. There we have it, folks. There's our market analysis for this morning, April 1st. April Fools, by the way. So if it's April Fools, you want to make sure you don't get caught in traps. We've been experiencing a few traps lately. And so make sure that if you are trading, make sure you have your contingency plan in effect, because you don't want to be caught. You don't want to be caught in the market wishing you were out. It's far better to be outside of the market, wishing you were in. And so make sure you mitigate those April Fool's jokes that can occur. Thanks so much, everyone. We're going to go ahead and open up the call now. And if you have any questions, or if you'd like to chat with me about the opportunities that are coming forward through this renaissance, please feel free to contact me. Let's go and get my little thing up here. You can connect with me here at this website, manknownasppaul.com/connect. You can follow me on Telegram, where I post up different screenshots and other thoughtful and inspiring videos that help us contextualize what is happening in this Renaissance and what paradigms we can start programming within our minds and our hearts to be able to withstand the storm that's coming. And I'm excited. I'm excited because when you know the storm is coming, it's a lot easier to prepare. A lot of people are going to be caught off guard by this, and I don't want to see you wondering what to do. So if you'd like to get some direction, I would love to sit with you for half an hour and point you in various directions that you might be able to follow so that you can prosper through this fourth industrial revolution and into the Renaissance beyond. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day.